Let's begin our class. Physical fitness, moving our body, thinking about that as we move through all of our different poses. Stand tall at the top of our mat, moving through our sun salutation, Namaste. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. With your breath, exhale, dive forward. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Let's do this one more time. Come down, let the head hang, and then inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, take your hands down to the ground. Step back with your right foot, left foot, plank. Namaste, our warm up. Jutting the body forward, take the knees down, lower yourself into the ground. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to up dog, pubic bone down. Tops of the feet down, exhale, release. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, come up to up dog. Exhale, release. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take those toes back down, stretch out the feet. Bottom of the feet come back up, downward facing dog. Alternate knee bends. Now finding stillness and hold. Bend through the knees, look to the hands, walk the feet forward. A nice quick start for our class. Inhale, coming up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, your head hangs. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, hear your breath. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga, jutting the body forward. You can come down to the knees and lower yourself into the ground. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Starting to work through all the movements with our breath. Finding stillness here. With the exhale breath, bend through the knees, look to your hands, walk your feet forward. Top of the mat, we inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold, your head hangs. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center, stand tall, root yourself into the ground, and inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga, lowering yourself into the ground. You can come down to the knees or lower yourself into the ground. Straight legs. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. With the exhale, bend through the knees, look to the hands and walk the feet forward. Big toes touch. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, nice flat back. Bend the knees enough to help keep the back flat. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, stand tall. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Nicely done. Namaskara B. Add the squat. Inhale to squat. Check the knees so they're not passing the toes. Coming all the way up and exhale, dive forward. Hinge the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Look down to the ground. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga. Lower yourself into the ground. Inhale to up dog, uncurl those toes. Pubic bone down, engage your bandhas. Exhale, downward facing dog, adding in a lunge. 3-legged dog, draw the right leg straight up to the sky, bend through the knee and step forward between the hands. Inhale all the way up to a high lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg lifts, bend through the knee and exhale, step your foot forward between your hands. Inhale, high lunge, push your right heel back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale, externally rotate the tops of your shoulders down. The exhale breath will bring us back, so bend to the knees, step forward, top of the mat, big toes touch again. Inhale, happy lift, flat back. Exhale, release, your head hangs. Hold. Inhale to squat. And exhale all the way up, arms come the opposite way and hands to your heart center. One more time. Namaste B, inhale to squat. Exhale all the way up and we dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to plank, chaturanga. Lower to the ground. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, high lunge, push the heel back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Draw the hips right up. Exhale, keep working through your breath. Exhale, breath. Again, brings us back, bend to the knees, walk, step, or jump your feet back. Big toes touch, and with an inhale, come up to halfway. Exhale, release, fold, your head hangs. Inhale to squat. Exhale all the way up and arms the opposite way, hands to your heart center. A nice quick beginning, and it is warm. Warm outside and warm in my house. Okay, let's go into crescent moon. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, intertwine your fingers, wrap your thumbs around each other, both of your index fingers pointing up all the way. Inhale, stand tall, relax your shoulders. Exhale, come up, side bend over to the left side. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold, arms by your ears. With the inhale, breath coming all the way back up. Exhale, dive forward, hinge the hips, head hangs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, your head hangs. And inhale all the way back up and intertwine your fingers again into crescent moon, other side, wrap your thumbs from the opposite way. Exhale, come up and over, side bend to the right side. Inhale, hold. Nice big side bend. Take the hips right out to the side. Exhale, hold. Long through the waist. Inhale, breath brings us back towards the center. Exhale, we dive. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold, your head hangs. Inhale to squat. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, fierce posture. Exhale, hold. Nice and strong. Inhale, draw your navel in, gauge your bandhas, lift up to the pelvic floor muscles. Keep breathing. With the inhale breath, come all the way up. Exhale, take your arms up, down the opposite way. Place your hands onto the hips, bend to the knees, step or jump out, ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, bend to the knees to help keep the back flat. And take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, straighten through your spine. I'm going to bend through my knees a little bit more and exhale, fold. Take your elbows up to the side, head hangs. Inhale, breathing up your legs. Exhale, coming down your back towards your head. Imagine your breath moving in a circle. Inhale breath, release your toes and step forward with your hands. Exhale, halfway lift. Feel your foundation through your feet. Inhale all the way up now. Nice big back bend, upper part of our back. Elongate through the spine. And exhale, release. Doing the fold forward again. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Take the hands, place them underneath the ball soles of your feet. Toes towards your wrist crease here. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Elbows out to the sides. Inhale. Exhale. Taking your chest close to your upper thighs. Inhale, breath. Release your hands and step them forward. Exhale, come up to halfway. Feel your foundation. Place your hands onto the hips. Back bend and coming up here again, and we come up all the way with an inhale and back bend. Exhale, release, and hold. Into triangle pose, bend through the knees. Step your right foot straight back. High lunge, and then rotate on the ball of the foot. Come down so that your foot is lined up with the back edge of your mat. Notice if you're turning in, really ground through your feet. This leg, it may straighten, so that front leg straighten. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height, reach forward, and exhale, rotate through your body and make your way down. Long through the waist. You don't have to come down too far. Notice where you're at. You can also tent your fingers or place a block below your hand. Looking forward or turn your gaze. Keep breathing. Inhale, breath leads us back up. Just take your time. Exhale, breath, sweep your right arm, left arm down towards the ground. Your foot's between your hands and hold. Front knee could be bent. Place your left hand onto the left hip. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Add a rotation here. Twist, twisting over to the left side. The left hand may remain onto the hip or remove it, and your hand comes up towards the sky. The exhale breath leads us back, so just on your own time. Coming back toward, take your hand down to the ground. Inhale breath, sweep your right arm, left arm up. Exhale, bend through the knees and step right to meet left at the top of the mat. Into the other side, I'm just gonna turn so that to come to the other side so you can see me with the opening. And bend through the knees, step the left foot straight back, high lunge again. And then turn on the ball of the foot, take your heel down to the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up and straighten the front leg. Reach forward, exhale, rotate, take your hand down to the ground. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to come down that much. You may add a little bit more of a twist by looking at some big opening into your inner thigh. With the inhale breath, coming up. Exhale, windmill your left hand, right hand down to the ground, foot between your hands. Take your right hand on top of the left hip. Add a rotation. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. With the exhale breath, rotate towards the right. You may take your hand away. With the exhale breath, Make your way back down so that your hand comes down. With the inhale breath, make your way back up, windmill your left and the right arm, bend through the knees and step left to meet the right. Shift through. Your hips add a little bit of a knee bend too. Next pose, warrior two. Bend through the knees. Again, step nice, big step right back to that high lunge and then turn on the ball of the foot and heel is down. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, lunge forward, looking over your middle finger. Keep breathing. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, sweep your right arm up over, take your hands down to the ground, foot is between your hands. Come onto the ball of your right foot and hold. Take your knee down towards the ground into that low lunge, kicks down the back leg, shin is parallel with the back edge. Left knee pointing straight ahead. Take your hands into this nice big opening and hands wider than the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward, crown of the head, coming down to the ground. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, breath. Coming up. And exhale, breath. Rotate on the knee and hold. Low lunge. Sit back into your heel. Sit back into the heel and toes up towards the sky, stretching into your hamstrings. Relax your shoulders. Pulling the toes back. Now notice if you're sitting down to one side into the hip, take your hips back straight, square the hips. Now coming forward with the foot, low lunge again, come into a high, coming back into a high lunge, let's do that first. And hold. Come back down to the ground to the low lunge. Now I'd like you to scooch, so I just took a little break there. Scooch your right knee back just a little bit, just find where it's comfortable for you, and then draw your pelvis down towards the ground. So sit back, sit down, pelvic tilt right into the ground. We're getting that stretch into our hip flexors, front of our quad. And release. Scoot your knee just a little bit more forward. It'll be easier for us to make our way back up. Okay, coming back to a high lunge. And bend through the back knee a little bit more if you need to, and step forward to the top of the mat. Okay, all of that on the other side. Now what did we do? Okay, other side, bend through the knee. First, it is warrior two. So step left foot right back, turn on the ball of the foot, and heel is down. I'm just staying the same way. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, lunge a little bit deeper, so deeper into your lunge and hold. Looking over the middle finger, relax your shoulders. Opening up through our hips. Windmill, it is the left arm, right arm down to the ground. Hold. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Take the knee down towards the ground. Kicks down the back leg. Shin is parallel with back edge of your mat. Now your arms, take your arms over into the side here. Nice big opening. Wider than the shoulders. Your hands go down to the ground. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold, crown of the head coming down to the ground. And hold, relax your shoulders. Right knee pointing straight ahead. So we can get the stretch into our pelvis, outside of the right hip. Inhale, breath, lifting up. Exhale, breath, kickstand the leg back, your hands come back to the front. Sit back into the heel and toes come up to the sky. Again, those hips, squaring them up. We hold. Slowly coming forward. Okay, little break for a knee. Come back to a high lunge. Coming back down to the ground, low lunge. You may scooch your knee back a little bit if you like, a little bit more, and pelvic tilt. Press your pelvis down into towards the ground. One of the best stretches for our hip flexors, definitely for pushing down to the ground. We've done this before though, when we're lying on our back or a side and pressing our pelvis down in towards the ground. And then you don't feel anything into the knee. So this way, we don't want to feel anything into knee, but sometimes still, of course, different knee issues. I know when I slipped, I was working with my lovely knee injury. Slowly, okay, you can scoot your knee a little bit more forward and then make your way back up. High lunge. And step left to the top of the mat, left foot to the top of the mat. Okay, next pose. Bend through the knees. Step straight back again. This one will be turning on the ball of the foot and your toes down towards the front. All the toes towards the front. So turn on the heel, left heel towards the front, all toes facing forward. I'm gonna open up my legs wider. It'll help me get down closer towards the ground. Hands onto your hips. Take your hands behind, intertwine your fingers. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, fold forward, forward bend. Bend the knees again to help keep the back straight and folding forward. Your arms may come up and over, so nice big arch. Pulling your shoulders back. Crown of the head approaching out of the ground is a little bit lower. Inhale, breath. Coming out. Exhale, breath, come up to halfway lift. Your hands may come onto your hips. Inhale, breath, making your way all the way up and feet down towards the ground. Feel your foundation. And inhale up. Exhale. Release. Release your arms. Place your hands onto the hips. Turn on the heels. So turn on the heels so your toes are turned out. Sit over into this side here first. Sitting over with your hands coming down towards the ground and draw down, hold into our inner thighs stretching. Relax our shoulders. Releasing, walking your hands over to the other side. Stretch into the inner thighs. Yeah. Slowly release, come back to the center. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, come up to halfway lift. Place your hands onto the hips. Inhale all the way back up, small back bend. And exhale, release. Bend through the knees and step to the top of the mat into pyramid and warrior 3. Bend through the knees, step back. The step back is not as big of a distance as we had before. That was a nice big step back. Square the hips. Right hip is coming forward, left hip is coming back. Pyramid. Instead of taking our hands behind our back, into a small back bend first. Elongate through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. You may have your left knee bent. I'm going to take your hands down towards the ground. Look at your big toe, Drishti. And then fold maybe a little bit even deeper and nose to knee. Keeping our left hip being pulled back. Inhale, breath, coming out with a nice strong foundation. So feel through your feet and come all the way up. Small back bend, you can place your hands onto your hips and exhale, release. Inhale to warrior 3, arms by the side of the body or arms forward. Take your right foot off the floor, straighten both legs. It's stronger. Right toes down towards the ground, lift that leg up. And then slowly release, right foot down to the ground and step right in towards the top of the mat. To the other side, so back up a little bit, into pyramid, bend through the knees, step your left foot back. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, fair square. Inhale, small back bend. Feel your foundation, exhale, fold forward. Keep pulling the right hip back. Your hands may come down to the ground. Look at your big toe. And then take nose to the knee. That's the goal. Inhale, breath, coming out. All the way up. Small back bend. Exhale, release. Warrior 3. Taking left foot off the ground here, straightening both legs, toes down to the ground. You may bring your arms forward, legs straight. Keep breathing, and then slowly release and step down and left to the top. We are warm. Into Tadasana, take a moment. Turn your palms towards front. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes. We stand tall in mountain pose. Now from your foundation through your feet, feel yourself standing tall. Let yourself grow. Just taking in all the sensations. Open up your eyes. 2 balanced poses. First pose, tree pose. If you want, you can stand on the ground. So won't be as tippy, or you can stand on your mat too. You can also hold onto something like the ledge or the wall. Turn your right knee out. On the ball of the foot, you may be here. You can place your foot onto your calf or into the inner thighs, just not into the knee joint. Okay, feel your foundation. Then you may pick up your foot and place it where you would like it to go. You place your hands to your heart center. Draw everything into the center midline of your body to help be strong. You may grow your tree branches with arms coming up overhead. And relax your shoulders. Take your hands back down to the heart. Turn your knee in towards the center. Draw your knee up and extend your leg straight. Flex your foot, hold. And then take the foot down towards the ground. Shift through the hips. Other side, tree pose. Set yourself up, feel your foundation, turn the knee out. So your ball of the foot to be down, calf, inner thigh. Use your hand to place your foot. I'm going to lose my balance. Hands to the heart center. Pull everything in. Standing tall, lift up your hips. You may grow the tree branches. Your hands back to the heart. Turn the knee in. Take your knee up and extend your legs straight. Flex your foot. Foot back down to the ground and shift through the hips. Dancer's pose. Stand tall, ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Feel your foundation. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, take your right elbow into the waist. Pick up your right foot. And it could be your ankle, inside of your foot, finding what is going to work for you. Hold. Relax your shoulders. You may start kicking your foot away. Holding forward and kicking your foot away. Keep kicking higher. Pulling it, everything into center, midline of your body. Slowly come back. And release. Other side. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, take your left elbow into the waist and pick up your left foot, the ankle, inside of the foot, outside of the foot. Find what's going to work for you. You may remain here, or you start kicking away. Flex your foot because it's stronger. Holding forward, draw everything into the center still, midline of your body, keeping your bandhas strong. Keep kicking higher. Slowly come back to the center. And release. If you come out of balance, just come right back into balance. So just try it again, because to get stronger on balance, you actually have those imbalances that you need to work through. So then you will become stronger. So becoming stronger, it's okay to go off balance. Top of the mat, coming down towards the ground. We can do the half of a vinyasa flow. So Namaste, a half. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. You can be on your own time, so I won't cue you. Once you're in downward facing dog, you may bend to the knees, walk, sit, or jump the feet forward to seated. Legs forward. Sitting in. A nice strong seat here. It's really good to have something underneath your bottom too to take pressure off of the back, because any kind of folding forward movements, it may be a little bit harder for our spine. That's a big stretch. Hands by the side of our body and sit tall. And then release. Okay. Bend through the right foot, take it in towards the inner thigh. Again, sitting tall. You may use a strap and place it around your left foot and you can hold that way. Or folding forward, inhale. Arms overhead, and exhale, fold forward. You may look at your big toe or nose to knee. Oops, sorry, my doorbell. Inhale, coming all the way up, and exhale, hands down. Into the other side. Take your foot to the inner thigh. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, and exhale, fold or draw your toes towards you. Keep holding, and slowly come up and into butterfly. Taking your feet together. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, fold forward, turning your feet open. Let your head hang. With the next inhale breath coming up, and exhale, release. Coming over to the side of the body, and roll over to your back. Take the knees in towards your chest and hold. Take your right foot down to the ground, left foot down to the ground. Take your hands, palms down to the ground. See if you can touch your heels, and then come into bridge. Draw your pelvis up to the sky. Always looking up when you close your eyes. Keep the knees in. They may want to splay out, but tuck them in. So it's ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. And slowly release. Draw your pelvis down. Knees in towards the chest and hold. And release. Take the right foot down, left foot down to the ground. Our final pose, Shavasana. You may have your knees bent. You may have your legs straight. Legs up the wall. It's always nice and actually using the wall. Or come into seated meditation. It is definitely a meditation that we come in to when we're into Shavasana. Letting yourself be. Letting yourself enjoy this time for yourself in stillness. I will call you back when it is time. Slowly coming back. Noticing your breath. Hearing the sounds around you. Could be the wind. I hear the wind here. Wiggling your toes and wiggling your fingers. If you're lying on your back, you may bend the knees. Take your right arm overhead and roll over to your right side to fetal. Take a moment and then make your way up to a comfortable seated position. I have my hips higher than my knees and it'll help take pressure off my back and then off my knees too. Unless this may not be the best for having your lower part of your legs coming forward, so you can sit cross-legged or sit on a chair. Hands to the heart center. Thank you for joining me with our class. Lots of movement, lots of breath work. Get our cardiovascular system, improving our cardiovascular system, and improving our flexibility. You can see my mind is now beginning to relax. Namaste.